G'day and welcome back to DoughBoy Gaming and our Let's Play live stream series on Sussex Farm. Okay, so we've just finished the live stream on Civilization 6 Rise and Fall, and we didn't want to go too long, basically because it can be a very boring game to watch sometimes, especially if I'm playing it, I suppose. But anyway, so we just thought we'd come in and do a little bit of farming. And perhaps look at a bit of equipment that we're looking at bringing onto the farm. So what we're going to do first, though, is we're just going to make sure that all our animals and all that are okay. Again, we're not sure who we're going to get in here tonight. I know Farmer Klein was on for our Civ 6 stream, but it's okay. We'll just continue on no matter, because that's what we're here to do. All right, so we need a bit of hay or grass for our sheep, and we also need some more water, so we need to look at doing that, which isn't really too much of a problem. I'm not sure how much wool we've got stored up there again. We're still running on 15 times at the moment, so that will not take long for the wool to build up, so we'll just go for a bit of a run. We did clear it out before the end of the last episode, basically, so well, actually, I think I may have even done some off camera, but anyway. That's okay, so we've got plenty of scope there at the moment. We're going to come over here and we're going to turn on our lovely water trough. Again, many thanks to DC for installing this for us. So that's filling up nicely, so that'll be all done. Just excuse me for 2 seconds. Okay, I certainly hope the mic was muted for that when I sneezed, but anyway, if not, I really do apologise, but I'm pretty sure it did mute. Sometimes the button doesn't work on my Streamlabs little box. So, what we need to do is we need to get some more bales. I really do need to get a smaller trailer, actually. Oh, I've got a smaller trailer over at the sheep at the moment. That's okay. All right. What we'll do is we'll take the big truck, wait for him to start up. There we go. So take the big truck over and see how we go. Now you will notice the truck has slightly changed a bit. Our good friend Eustace Pharmer, he did a bit of an edit, only because he I asked him to create, because he basically took this model himself. He asked if he could have a copy, and I said, oh yeah, sure. So I gave him a copy of this, and he modded it up for himself, and he made it a little bit different, which is fine. Some bigger logos and stuff like that, and he then offered to do the same for me, which he did, and he sent that through to me. But then I asked him if he could also do one for Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims, because I've now put all 3 trucks onto the upcoming Simulation Gaming Society multiplayer server. So yeah, but whoops, don't want to go there. Grass bales, what, 6? Okay. Now we're going to go X. Alright. Come on guys, drop. Or not. Righto. That'll do. Now, we got another 6. I think 6 would probably do it. What's that? 6 times 4,000? Yeah, I think that'll be about right. What we need. So another 6. Okay, they've all loaded up nicely, so we're good to go. Straps don't go over the bales on this trailer, I've noticed that. Bit of a bug, anyway, it's okay. Alright, Now we'll head on over, we'll drop these over near the sheep, and then we can go to the store and have a look at a couple of little things. So it's late Saturday evening here. Obviously it's going to be early Saturday morning for most of the US, and can't remember what time it's going to be in Europe, in various areas of Europe, but yeah, so it's as you can see by the real-time clock up the top right hand corner, it's 23:36, so 20 minutes to midnight. So this isn't going to be a long stream by any means. We're just going to do a little bit of work and then have a look at some mowing equipment and stuff that we're going to bring in, just for something a little bit different that we can share with you all. Alright, so head that all off, run over that sheet. Now we'll just go back and tidy up. Okay, so obviously we've got enough there now. Well, don't do that. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Yep, so we're all good. So I'll take the truck back up. And then we might head over to the shop and have a bit of a look-see. Still love the sounds of the engine in this mod, it's great. Now I must also check to see if we brought all the equipment back down from the top two fields, up field 1 and 2. I think I did, but we do need to double check. Back to the map. Yeah, there's nothing left up there now. That's all good. Let's have a check to see where we're at with the growth rate of the grass. Yeah, we're okay. In fact, what we might do is we might just transition while we're here. So I'll just fast forward a bit. Right, there we go. And we'll do a transition tonight. Well, to morning, I should say, more correctly. So now we've transitioned into summer. Okay, so let's have a look, see if that's... So now you'll notice our grass has gone to the next growth stage, which is lovely. The grass we had that we mowed up here has already got back to the point where we can mow it again, which is also great. But it now means we've got a whole pile of grass that we can mow and really get the most out of. All of our fields are obviously in various growth states now, but you will notice field 2 is at a harvestable state. We're not going to harvest it yet, but it's at a harvestable state. Now if we go back here as well, G4, G5, G3, G2 and G1, we'll go back and have a look at those, and they're obviously in a harvestable state as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin to harvest the grass. Now there's been a couple of little extra tools that I've found with mods of late, and I haven't done a mod review on them or anything like that, but I thought I might bring them into this game, and we're going to have a look at them as they're being used in a Let's Play. So let's go and have a bit of a look and see what these equipment pieces are. Alright, so we've gone back to 1 time speed, which is fine, so we'll go back up to 5. We don't need to be at 1 times. And we'll go to the shop. So what we got is I don't know if anyone's actually seen it, there's a Lexion experimental pack doing the circuits. I know Daggerwin did a couple of videos on it the last day or two, and a few others and stuff. With some trepidation I went and had a look at it, and it's not too bad. Some of the stuff in it's a bit, yeah, how you going? But it's not too bad. So you will know that I used the 1860 Cheaty header on my forage harvester for grass work. Well, there's now a new header that I can use, and this is this Direct Disc 520. Now I haven't used it that much. I've used it a little bit, but basically it provides exactly the same functionality as my 1860, as in the width of harvest. Plus also these extended bars don't have any clipping on it, so bonus. We've also got the cargoes rake and the 9600 cargoes. Now these are quite good as well. This is very unrealistic though, 650,000 litres, but I could definitely use that because that'd be very handy on things like Sosnovka Not Extreme. Okay. Anyway, that's good to look at. Then there's also the Easy Collect 903D, which is a nice big 16 metre header. That could be handy as well. We have a Class Quadrant 5300 FC baler. Now that can go directly on the back end of this Lexion 780 990. It has a PTO on the back end and we can run that. Then there's also the 90 foot or 27.5 metre width header, and then there's also a 12.3 metre header. That one is ridiculous, but we are probably going to give it a go. Also a cutter trailer for the header there. There's also a Quasar HS16 in the class colours. Wonderful, 16 metres in width. That's even better. All right, so yeah, we're talking about some little bit of cheaty type stuff, but it could be very interesting and good fun to look at. So that's what we're going to do. Now, as well as those, if we back out of there, we also have in mowers, that's if I did enable it, and I did, we now have the Class Disco 9300 Duo mower header. Now, this is exactly the same as using the Pottingers or indeed the Lely Splendimos, but it's all in one unit and it folds up very, very nicely, and it does look pretty smick with like my class Lexions. So that's what we're going to, well, Zerions I mean. So yeah, we're going to have a look at that. So we are going to get that definitely. So what we're going to do is we might as well just go and buy that straight off. There, done. We've got the Class Cougar 1400 as well. Now I've been using that on Sosnovka Not Extreme. Now I don't know that I'm going to use that here yet, but that goes very nicely with the loading wagons before, yeah, the one with the header on it, with this one, because that has a width of around 10 metres itself, so it will work very well with that. Unfortunately though, you can't tow behind the Cougar because it hasn't got a PTO or attachment on the front of the unit, which is at the rear when you're mowing, but that's all well and good. Anyway, we're going to give this sort of stuff a bit of a look. So what better time to do all that than when we're mowing and doing all our grass work. So we've just bought the class mower, so that's the first thing we're going to look at. So we will go and grab that, and what I'm also going to do, actually no, I think my Zerions are a bit too dear to do that, just willingly buying extra Zerions. Where is my Zerions? Oh, did I turn it off? Did I not bring my Zerions in? I didn't. I haven't got any class tractors in here at all. I used to do. Alright. I'll have to use the 900 then. So I have to buy a 900. So that's going to be there. Wheel setup. We're going to go wide tyres. I'm going to go black parts because that looks nicer. And we're going to buy that. Okay. Now, the other thing is too, we could then put behind that, if we wanted to, because we want to stick with the class theming, is don't want a cultivator. What am I doing? I think I enabled it for here. No, I didn't. I have a class windrow as well, but obviously we don't have that, so that's no good at the moment. All right, let's go over and have a look at it. Let's grab this and head over. What we'll do first is let's have a look at the weather first. We've got no rain, so that's okay. We can go and do some mowing. And as long as we don't transition to the next game day, we should be fine. We will go to the store here, grab that, and then we're going to go over here, and we'll probably do G4 and G5. We'll get those mown today. So that's the plan. So I head over here. There's our combine harvesters ready to go, and beet harvester. That may well change. We may have to change that yet. All right. So we'll start up our class. Now we're going to have the mower. Well, which way do we go? Rearward. We could put it on the front if we wanted to, but we're going to go rearward. So we might also buy a weight just to help out a little bit. So we'll connect up with that. Now see, it's quite a compact unit. It doesn't butterfly up or anything else like that. So while we're here, we'll just unfold it, and you can see how it unfolds. So it rotates out. The two arms effectively rotate out, then the other one lowers down behind them. And I don't think that's too bad. I mean, okay, the texturing might be not up to the standard of some other stuff, but hey, when you're sort of sitting back and just looking at it as a mower, I don't think that's too bad at all. In fact, considering I like the class, I think it's quite good. So we're going to certainly give it a good go. Now, I want to wait. I'm going to put a 1500 on. We're going to put it nice red colour. Now let's fold that back up again, because we're going to have trouble getting in here to get this. Now got 3 watching. That's better than what we had to start with. Any lurkers there? Who's there? I'll just take out the trailer, the header. Whoever parked that there was not thinking about getting other stuff. Alright, now we've got the weight, and let's go. We're going to head down to the grass field now and give this a bit of a workout. So I hope everyone is doing really well. Like I said, this isn't going to be an overly long stream. It's Farmer Klein's back. It does look a bit crazy, doesn't it? Did you see it folded out though? Or have you only just locked in? It looks quite good when it's unfolded. Or when it does actually unfold. Probably more surprising than anything else how good it does look, as I just try and get comfortable again. But we've just transitioned, if you just return to us Klein, we've just transitioned to our next game day. As you can see, whoa! No indicator, no stoplights, or maybe there was, I just was busy watching chat. Yeah, we just transitioned to the next game day, and so all of our grass is now ready to mow. So what do you think we're going to do? We're going to go mow. So that's why I had to bring the new mower and other implements in, which we're going to get a little bit later, some of the other implements, and we're going to go out and use the forage harvester with our new cheaty header, which looks even crazier than what this mower combination does. But anyway, we're going to see how this looks and see how it works. So here we are, we're over at our big mowing complex now, and these are our grass fields. Okay, so they're nice and green, ready to go. Look at that, lovely grass. Look at it. Look at it. That's what the whole map should be, just grass. I'm kidding. 90% of the map. Alright. We'll head over this side of the map, this side of the field, and we'll unfold, and then we'll get started. We might do it on GPS, I don't know. We'll see. Alright. So what we'll do now is we'll unfold it with an X. It helps if I actually have it selected, doesn't it? Right, we'll unfold that with an X, take 2. I really do like this. I think this looks great. Textures could be improved a little bit, but I think all in all the animation's quite good. Lower it. I don't mind that at all. I don't think that looks too bad at all. Now look, I don't know if it's actually a real thing. I haven't got to the point of actually looking it up, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't. So we'll turn it on, and we'll head off and mow. I mean, ultimately all it's got to do is mow the grass and look good, which it does. It's got the class colouring, Matches in with the tractor nicely. The red, the green and the white. Looks quite schmick. So we'll mow all this. We probably won't collect it straight away. We're going to have to work out what we're going to do, whether we're going to collect it and bale it straight away, or whether we're going to use it for PGA work. Haven't decided 100%. I think we just need to make sure we've got more than enough grass stockpiled, because we have got so many sheep. We're going to have to make sure we've got ample amounts of grass available, grass or hay. And I think certainly hay might be the priority initially, to make sure that once winter does come, we can get through winter. I mean, operationally, this works fine. So I see no dramas with it myself, and I certainly think I'll be using this elsewhere. And like I said, as long as you're not sort of in close and really looking at the texture, like it's very flat, there is no real texturing to it, then I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. So therefore, this gets the interim Lord of the Grass tick of approval, and yeah, you'll see this a little bit more going forward. But it does look quite good. Oh, except for the fact that I'm going the wrong way. Now that's now. Okay, I hadn't noticed that. Okay. So it is meant to be front mounted, obviously. But then it's got rear lights on it. Okay, let's have a bit of a look. I'll just finish this section here, because it's expelling the grass out in front of it. Now, I don't think that's normal. Maybe normal in respect of... So what we'll do is we'll disconnect. Disconnect the weight. We'll reconnect our weight on the rear. Well, we were going to. And then we'll reconnect on the front. And we'll go from there. Yeah, yeah, perhaps. Or it's meant to be front mounted, but they just put the wrong lights on it. I don't know. See, operationally, I would expect that would be more how it would run. Because you wouldn't want to be pushing it out in front of you, then running back over it again, because you'd just be clogging up the mower heads. And noting, well, no, I don't know for sure, but anyway. Yeah, so I think that's the way it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be run in front. It's just they've got the wrong lighting on the front end of it, possibly. I don't know. But even so, running in that configuration isn't that bad anyway. I certainly don't mind that. But now I'm even more intrigued. I'm definitely going to be having a look into it and see whether it's a real thing and how it's mounted and how it's actually used in real life. So yeah, more news on that to come later. So the one good thing about this map is I do have plenty of grass work I can do, so that'll keep me happy. Might not keep you, the viewers, very happy, but you'll definitely get to see the full array of Lord of the Grass equipment that we use for mowing. We'll certainly try to mix it up and not use the same stuff all the time. as much as I always love to have the big M out, and look, if I could do it, I'd have the big M for every time. So like even now, I'd be using the big M. But I am aware that I need to shake it up a bit. There goes those perfectly formed birds, perfect formation. Some of the air forces around the world need to learn how those birds actually form. Anyway, yeah, so I do want to shake it up a little bit just to make it a little bit different. But and that's why when I saw this, I thought, well, you know what, this is different enough to actually warrant being used if it sort of checked out. And as much as I looked at it, like I said briefly, I didn't actually do any mowing with it. I just attached it, rotated it, had a look at the textures and stuff, and it seemed to work okay. But perhaps I should have actually done a quick little bit of mowing just to make sure, instead of taking a lap of the map, a lap of the field, to realise that we're sort of doing something a little bit wrong. But anyway, that's all part and parcel of it. So the next thing is we're going to grab the loader wagon, and that's what we'll use to collect all the grass if we're going to do silage work. If we're going to do the bale work, I'm going to grab the other class baler, which also had the windrower attached to it, and we'll see how that goes. And I haven't actually used that or seen that. I've seen it used. I've seen it used on Daggerwin's video and a couple of other people's videos. And whether or not I get the big experimental class harvester with the big 91-foot header, I'm still unsure at the moment. I don't know if I'll bother doing that. I might just leave us with the New Holland. But I don't know. We might lease it and just use it for say field 1, and just sort of see how it goes. And then if it pans out all right, then that's okay. But I mean, with such a big header, we really want it to be on bigger fields, not small fields. So operationally, there's nothing wrong with this other than the fact of perhaps the mounting orientation. I mean, it's obviously definitely designed to be cut this way, whether it be the tractor's got it on the rear and runs in reverse. And I mean, that's not unusual. I mean, I know one of our local councils has a mower that is configured exactly that way. In fact, it's a Vermeer, I think. It's attached to the rear of the tractor, and when they actually want to mow, they have to swivel their seat or look over their shoulder, depending on which tractor they've got, and drive in reverse to use it. So I mean, it's not unknown to do that, I suppose. But yeah, I'll definitely have a look into this and see if it's close to real life or not. If something like this is actually available. If it is, or even if it isn't, I'll report back at the next live stream and let you all know, because it's certainly piqued my interest now. We're going to have plenty of grass to deal with, which is good. So first day of summer, like I said before, we've just stocked up our sheep. So our sheep are all good now. They've just got a fresh load of grass. They've had their water filled up, and we're pretty much right to go now. It's just a matter of we can harvest all of our grass fields. Now, I'm of the opinion we want to do that as quick as we can, because if we can even get these fields to the first growth stage ready for harvest prior to winter, then that means there's a lot of extra grass we can use, whether it be for our biogas or for stockpiling for our sheep, or prepping to make some stuff ready for our cows and pigs, in case we go for the cows and pigs as well. So yeah, so we're going to or even just in making silage bales and selling silage bales. I mean, that's the other option as well. With excess grass, we can always just do that. And as you've seen, we've already started making some silage bales. So yeah, that's definitely the options we've got moving forward. And I mean, we're only in very early days, obviously. I mean, like I said, first day of summer, we've got a long way to go yet. Now, in saying that, I also don't know how long we're going to do this series for as a live stream series. I would expect it would go no less than a full year, and in fact I'd probably want to do at least probably close to 2 years. That'll obviously depend on you, the viewers, on whether you're enjoying it and whether it's actually working out, and also whether I get bored with the map or anything else like that. But at the moment, I don't see myself getting bored. The only other risk to this series sort of not going an extended length of time or whatever else is other maps coming out. So we all know that Lone Oak Farm is coming out, and you vote 5 years. No. Rejected. We all know Lone Oak Farm is coming out, so I'll probably be doing Lone Oak Farm, because at the moment I've still got Beaver Creek, the Valley of the Old Farm, and Sosnovka Knot going, and I don't plan on them ending anytime soon. Sosnovka Knot I was looking at doing for about 3 to 4 years, because I am enjoying that map so much. The Valley of the Old Farm I was probably going to do for 2 years, so 2 full cycles, depending on whether I meet the challenge I set for myself with that one. Beaver Creek, I'm not really fussed with that one. That one may die a bit of an earlier termination. But yes, we've got Lone Oak coming. We've also got Welker Farms coming from Mapper's Paradise, which should be very interesting. That'll be a great map for the big buds and all the big tractors, so the Challengers and my mighty Zerion 5000, all that sort of stuff. So that'll be nice. Hopefully it's certainly going to be a good map. By the looks of the production video they did to sort of one of the trailer videos, if it's as good as what they sort of did with that and the work they did on that and planning of that, I think it should be very good. Now, I can't say I've actually played a Mapper's Paradise map before. I may have, but I can't recall. If I have, well, so be it, but I can't remember particularly. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'll definitely be giving that a bit of a look, because as you all know, I did start a Broadacre series as well, but I got 3 or 4 episodes recorded onto it, and it just got to the point where it was just too big and too long. Like it would take me an hour and a half to set up to do a harvest, basically. As much as it's a good challenge, and I'm still playing a solo, mind you. I have got a solo game version of that running. And every now and again, when I've got a couple of hours to waste, I'll head in there and go and do some stuff. But it's a big map, and it takes a lot of time to do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the map. The map is great. I love the map, but and it's certainly not something that I think endears itself to a series, and it's certainly not something I'd punish anyone on a live stream. So I'm hoping the Welker Farms one is a little bit smaller, but still enables you to have to use the big equipment. So, like for instance, that class experimental combine we're looking at possibly trying out would actually probably be a good investment to have on that map because of the fact it's so big. I mean, who knows? So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so we don't know exactly how long this one's going to go. But like I say, I would like to expect about probably 2 years, if not more. Definitely not going to do 5 years, as Farmer Klein has just suggested. But then again, I mean, who knows? It may maintain a high level of popularity or something, and we may end up doing it for 5 years. But I'm certainly not going to commit to doing 5 years on it at this stage. Let's say that. Alright, so not done too bad a job. Certainly is slower than using the Cougar. Doesn't run as quick as using the Big M. But I think as a unit, a mowing unit, it runs fine. Like I said, other than just the textures and all that sort of stuff. But I think it's not a bad little unit. Now, don't ask me where I got it from. And Farmer Klein's about to do exactly that, I know. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. It was from one of the more non-reputable mod sites. So if you want the mod, come and chat with me in Discord. and I'll probably make it available to you there. Only because the fact that I don't like the site where I got it from. Not that I can remember the site it was, but I got that many warnings about malicious malware and all that sort of stuff, and I always do, and it's a bit of clickbait on that on the site. I would rather use a bit of my bandwidth to share it with the people I know that have interest in it, because to make sure they're safe, basically they're not putting themselves at risk. So if you are interested in the mower and other equipment that we will be showing, whether it be tonight or in this stream or later, then hit me up on Discord and I'll make it available. We've almost finished. So there won't be an early morning, an early morning for me. It won't be a Sunday morning stream for me, which will be a Saturday afternoon, evening for the rest of you. I have a full day of football coming up tomorrow, starting at 7 AM, going through to about 5-6 o'clock. And it's also my son's birthday tomorrow, so I will be live this time tomorrow night, probably a little bit earlier, probably about 11. And that will either be a City Skyline stream or it might just be a Sussex Farm stream. I haven't decided as yet. More than likely probably City Skylines, because we haven't done that one this week yet. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So what we're going to do next is we'll go up to the shop and we'll purchase the loading wagon. I think we'll do this one on the loading wagon, and we'll just see how that goes. No, we won't. We'll do the baler. I said I was going to do the baler, didn't I? So we'll do the baler. That's if I've got a tractor that can handle it. I think I might have to bring the Xerion onto the map. Oh, we've got a couple of the New Hollands, but it'd be nice to have the class. Fold him up. I do like the way how it folds up. I think that's quite neat. It looks quite tidy. And again, I am going to check it out to see if it's based on a real unit somewhere. But I do like the idea of it. Much better than having the Pottingers, I think, anyway. Alright, so I'm going to lower him and disconnect. Now, what we will do is we'll have a quick look and see what we need to run that the baler. $250 horsepower. This one will be right. So we'll just drop off the weight. Head back up to the store as I run into the bale shed, and we'll collect the baler and we'll bring that down and give that a go. And again, this is something, haven't even looked at it, haven't bought it from the store, haven't looked at it, so you'll be exploring this one with me live. It may well last the whole of about 5 seconds, or it may get a testing. We'll see how it goes. First impressions are usually the best to go by. So yeah, excuse me while I have a bit of a drink. Alright. There's Abbott's Farm. Haven't been to Abbott's Farm yet. And we've got to set some stuff up over there, and we've also got a field over there we haven't even bothered looking at yet, so we'll get over there in due course. Probably not for this season though. Oh, try and take out all the road signs. I love the height differential on this map. It's the different elevations that are available. I think it's great. Now what we're going to do before I do anything else is, just so I've got room here, I'm going to grab the New Holland and I'm going to put him over here, put him out to pasture, so to speak. So I'll put him over here and park him here until we need him, which won't be too far away. Now we're in, whoops, shut him off. Now we're going into summer. It's not going to be too far away till we're going to need that. Alright, now let's go into the shop. We'll find our Abomination baler. So the class quadrant 5300 FC. Okay, let's buy it and let's see what it's like. Alright. Okay, first impressions. Textures and all that are a bit, how's your father? But it doesn't look to be that bad. Well, it's got some relatively good detail on it where it needs to. Just perhaps a bit more work on the textures would be good. Alright, so let's grab him and go and test him out and see how he works. Actually, he's got an attachment at the back. I didn't check that. Go and have a quick look. Nope. Okay. Alright, so let's go and have a look at this and see how it goes. I don't mind the idea of some of this equipment, and again, this is something that just out of pure interest sake I'm going to have to go and check out and see if anyone actually has any of this like this in real life, like if class actually do produce something like this, whether or not I think it may be unrealistic. I'm not a farmer of any sort other than a virtual one, and it may well be the case that they do have these out and about wherever, whether it be in Germany or wherever. So we will go have a look. But definitely the textures could have done with a little bit more work, but that's okay. Stay on my side of the road. A little bit more work on the XMLs and stuff. So you'll notice that the X for unfold, it's got unfold type description. Which I could probably go in there and have a bit of a look at that and tidy that up. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It could be quite promising. It could be something we see quite a lot of. I don't know what the reach is of the arms because it doesn't actually say, but I would expect there'd be something like 19 meters, maybe something like that. So we'll unfold. And so that's unfolded the back, so I'm gathering much akin to what was I using before, the forage harvester with the new header. When I lower, it'll, yeah, okay, so it lowers the pickup and those. They don't extend out at all. Okay, turn them on. Now we'll have a look and see what the width is. 11.1 meters, so it's just enough to pick up the full width of, for instance, the Big M. So you could actually have this behind the Big M and it would pick up everything that the Big M has cut. So that's quite handy. And we'll head off. So it's quite quick, 25 kilometers an hour. Animations don't look too bad. First bale coming out. Yeah, I've seen Farmer Klein just said he's seen one with the rakes that extend even further. I've seen a couple of models like that too, of different brands, and that's why I sort of thought this one might extend out. But I'm actually quite happy this one doesn't, because I mean, this would probably, if at all these are available, it's probably more realistic to be something like this. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think this is actually quite good. Don't mind this at all, actually. Again, another one I'm going to have to go research, because yeah, I don't mind it at all. This could be quite handy. It certainly works well enough. I mean, there's no issue with that. There's no, I mean, if we, let's have a bit of a look. I mean, the animations are actually quite good. The bottom of the baler, yeah, it's quite good. I mean, like I said, the only thing I can sort of really say is not probably perfect. Is probably the texturing and a bit of the graphic work. But I mean, like the class logo, for instance. I mean, that could be a lot crisper. So too with this. But I mean, overall, I mean that animation is quite good. And really looking at that, that's not an easy animation for that style of rake. Yeah, I think it's quite good. Yeah, not too bad at all. Don't mind it. Don't mind that at all. So I think that might get the interim Lord of the Grass tick of approval as well. But yeah, certainly another option to have up our sleeves for working with our grass. So grass and hay, it'd be great. Obviously for hay you wouldn't really probably use this that much, because unless you're using a really small combine, your windrows or your outputs of your chaff from your sorry, not the chaff, the output from your harvester is going to be a little bit further away from each other. Yeah, well, this isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. Something else to add to the collection. There's no command there, is there? There's nothing that it says about extending the rakes either, so that I just thought that may have been an option, but yeah, quite happy I've got this one actually now. Maybe that's just because I do like the colours of the class. I think that it's very striking, and it's always nice to have that sort of look. Don't mind that at all. Very nice. I was really worried when I actually first looked at it. I thought, oh, if this is a set of rakes that extend out like 30-40 metres, it's not going to last very long. But no, it's again, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's two in one night. So I'm not going to go touch anything else, because that's going to it's just going to bugger that up. The speed of it's all right. Yeah, not too bad at all. It'd be nice if I could actually pick it all up though, and just try to drive in a straight line, but anyway, that's just my failure. Yes, anyway, The other thing we did today actually is for those that may not have been aware, when was it? Was it this morning? I think it was this morning. Anyway, yeah, it was this morning. I did a live stream this morning, didn't we? I'm just trying to think back to when we was. So, yeah, I was pulling the mickey out of GTX Andy about the Big M, the 2017 edition Big M, and about how with the first version of the Big M you had the option to go all-wheel steering to front-wheel steering and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, he said, "Oh look, I can give you the code and show you how to do that if you like something the XML." He did indeed do that, and I have since updated my Big M. So my 2017 edition Big M now has the options of all-wheel steering and also front-wheel steering, which makes it so much better to use around the farm when you're not mowing. So so thank you to Andy for that. It is graciously appreciated, and makes that just that little bit better. Now we need his extended hitch. I'm only joking. I'm joking. I've got over that now. I'm over that. Sort of. Alright. So what we'll do is we're going to finish baling this field. That will be it for this stream. We were only going to make a short one. We weren't going to go till even this far in. We're only going to do half an hour, 40 minutes. We've now done an hour. I've got to be up nice and early in the morning in another 6 hours. So yeah, we'll leave this one basically very much here. I hope you enjoyed this one and enjoyed the class mower unit and also the class 5300 baler with rakes, which is what we're driving around now. Certainly a little bit different, and like I said, I'm not going to give you the link for the mods because of the place where I got them from myself. But if you are interested in them, please hit me up on my Discord channel, and I will provide you with the link and a download of these, because yeah, I don't want to see anyone else subjected to the same sort of site and possibly misclick on some clickbait and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so certainly hit me up if you want a copy of these mods, because it also includes all the experimental harvester and all that sort of stuff, which we'll cover in the next live stream, and we'll look at the loading wagons and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, so we've got basically 3 more runs, I would say, now, and then that'll be pretty much it. Been a nice quiet stream. Only a few people in, maybe just a little bit too early in the morning, being a Saturday morning for some. That's all well and good. There will be an announcement very soon in relation to the SGS multiplayer server. Hopefully we will have an event going up there very soon, which will be very interesting, I hope. And yeah, we should have a bit of fun and frivolity in that. In the meantime, please don't forget to check out my good friends Eustace and Grizzly Bear Sims. The links to their channels are down below. They're co-founders of the Simulation Gaming Society, so check them out. Also come over to the Simulation Gaming Society Discord channel, as well as the DoughBoy Discord channel, and hit us all up there so we can have a bit of a chat, help out, discuss all things gaming, simulation gaming, whatever else. And also don't forget to check out our other great friends down below, the likes of Farmer Klein, who's been here in the stream tonight, DoughBoy, Reefy, Simulation for the Nation, all those sorts of guys. Great YouTubers and full of good knowledge and good content, so go check them out as well. As we swing back up here for basically our last pass now, we hope you have a wonderful weekend. And no matter where you are in the world, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening or night, take care of yourselves and all your loved ones, and we shall see you back here on Sussex Farm very, very soon. So until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you very, very soon. See you later. Bye.